First time I caught my first calf at a rodeo, I was 5 years old. I remember my little sister was there, Haven. My mom and dad were there. It was in McGregor, Texas. It was freezing cold that night. I remember I caught my first calf, and I don't think I slept on the way home. It was like 1 in the morning when we got back to. I was wide awake. When I was 15 years old, I actually broke Tough Cooper's record at the San Angelo Open Fiesta. Yes, sir. That was pretty big for me. You know, I didn't know who had the record, and I really didn't know if I could even get to the big roping, because I'd been out there and watched the big roping a couple times. You know, I went out there with Justin Moss. I rode out there with him and watched the roping. Well, I actually found it out the next day when he walked up and asked who I was, and I told him who I was. He said, "Well, you broke my record." I said, "Really?" And I didn't even know it. You know, McLovin, that's the best horse I've ever owned. First calf I ran, lights out. It just got better and better. And just the speed he has going across the line. When those gates open, he just fires across there. First, when I rode him at first, when he went across that line, he put me in the back of the saddle, because I'd never been on nothing that strong. And when he stops, I mean, his tail just drags the ground when he stops. He gets on all fours and he just punches. What pushes me is just wanting to be first, wanting to be number one. There's been some days, I remember going to a rodeo when I had the flu, had a fever of 104. I was 7'5" that night. You know, just pushing yourself. If you want to be first, you got to learn how to push yourself. You got to have motivation. You got to want to be the guy that's sitting first place. You got to want to be the best guy out there. Wake up around 6 in the morning. I go to the gym. I have a trainer. I come back to the house around 8 o'clock. I jump on some school, and then when I'm done with school, I just study some roping videos, Cody Ohl, Tough Cooper, Fred Whitfield, Joe Beaver, you name them, you know. And then rope my dummy all day, go outside, saddle horses, tie them to the fence, and wait till Dad comes home, then we get after some roping. I remember I was coming home from roping. We got a phone call about the American, and I don't think I slept that night. I found out where the first qualifier was going to be, and me and Fred Whitfield were the first ones to sign up for it. For me, it's not all about the money. For a lot of guys, it would be, you know. But for me, just to get to rope against those guys in the same setting, just have a chance to beat them. Hopefully the underdog can maybe get some more people involved in the American and the sport of rodeo. Cody Ohl, he's got 6 gold buckles. Tough Cooper's got 2. And I think it's time to hear about Westyn Hughes. They may be faster than me, but I think I got a chance. I'm going to give them a run for their money, that's for sure.